Everyone is frustrated, but like I said, we're not panicking. 2 games in, we got 15 games left. So I'll just take a deep breath and relax. We're gonna be fine.
Jackpot! 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 Let's go. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who day, time to put your hands up. Bingo stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fit it. Who day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the bounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move close and on? Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange upon 'em, bingo bottle, never stop it till the beast and know who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move close and on? Now who wanna move on? Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trenopole, and as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. Do me a favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I'm up to 1,906 subscribers. I'm so close to 2,000. So, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter and haven't subscribed to my channel yet, why not? Please do so. Please go to YouTube channel Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button, hit the bell for notification, and every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat, we're doing super chats. So if you'd like to support the show or have a question that you would like me or Whit to answer, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave, and the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com. for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, sorry I had no show yesterday. I was up at Dale's mom's funeral. It was about a 2-hour drive. So long night, long day, slept pretty much all day today, but I'm ready to go. We're moving on. We got the Bayou Cincinnati Bengals going down to New Orleans, and they're going to whoop Andy Dalton and the Saints booty. Are you with me? All right, let's find out. Let's get the Wit, see what she thinks. What's going on, Wit?
Hey, Oh, ready for New Orleans.
Yes, you are actually going going to New Orleans. I'm a little jealous.
You should be. I miss you too. I'm
So,
very excited.
I bet. Where are you sitting at down there?
I'm in section 103, I think. If you're going, come find me. And I think it's semi close to the players' tunnel, the visiting
Ooh.
players' tunnel. So,
Cool. Make sure you tell Joe I said hi, okay?
okay, no problem.
No problem. All right. So, how are you feeling about going into this game? Let's just get to it. I know we lost. We're 2-3, and I keep trying to tell everybody. Last year we were 3-2 at this time, so one game difference, and we still went to the Super Bowl. So it's not awful, but it ain't the best. Where are you at on the Bengals right now?
Hi, Kayla. You know what? I'm just as like frustrated as probably a lot of fans are. But I'm not. I'm still optimistic. You
Right.
know, it took us a little time to hit our stride last season for different reasons. This season we have a completely different O line, and that kind of stuff takes time. We have a quarterback that had surgery, pretty significant surgery right before the season started. I think they're trying some things. We have a running game that has not gotten there yet, which doesn't take any pressure
It
away
got
from
better
the
last
passing
week, though.
game.
It's a little better.
Yeah, so I mean, it's already starting to improve. I think everybody's frustrated because the losses were so winnable.
Yeah.
Um, but that's okay. So I think that this is the week that we start going nuts, to be
Well, I'll put
honest.
this way. Now this is kind of weird that this will be the third year in a row we are facing our former quarterback, most
He's
likely Andy
obsessed.
Dalton.
He's obsessed
Yes,
with us.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
We haven't beat him yet, so we're due. It's time for us to beat him, and I think it's going to happen this weekend. And let's be honest, the next 4 games, they're winnable. I mean, you got the Saints, Falcons, Browns, Panthers. We theoretically should be favored. Maybe not Browns game. I think it's in Cleveland. 3 out of the 4 games, we should be favored in them to win, and we should win at least 3 out of 4, possibly all 4 of them. So you win all 4 of these going into the bye week, you're right back in this thing. Uh-oh. Whitney, are you there? She's frozen in time. It's a very pretty picture of her. She just stuck there. So anyway, hopefully Whitney will get her internet back together. Hopefully everything's all right. But I do think the next 4 games are winnable. I mean, like I say, let's go over again. Guys, Saints, Falcons, Browns, and Panthers. Saints should be a winnable game. Falcons definitely. These two should definitely. I mean, don't overthink it. Go out there, ball out, drop 40 on them. The Browns, it's gonna be a little difficult. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the Browns are not a pushover. They get the Panthers, who they just fired their coach. Now, I'm thinking win for the Saints and Falcons for sure, Panthers for sure, Browns, I'm not sure. But I really want to beat the Browns because we're already 0-2 in the division. So we need to win that as far as tiebreakers and stuff goes, because the 2 teams that we are going to be battling for the division is the Browns. So these next 4 games are critical, I think, for this season. So that's where I think we have to get on a roll here. Hey, Whit.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's internet, man. It happens all the time. But I was just going on saying the next 4 games I think are winnable games where we can get on a heater like we did last year. Because I think, if I remember right, we went 3-2, and then we kind of went on a heater like a 3 or 4 game winning streak last year, and we got to 6-2 or something like that. I think that was when we were the number 1 overall seed, and it's setting up to do it again this year. And I know the run game got going. I think the offensive line looks better. Joe's getting there. Like you said, Joe's had a surgery, and he said it's on the Colin Cowherd podcast yesterday or today that he's starting to feel physically better. He's starting to get it feels like he's in midseason form, which is great. And that could have a lot to do with the way Joe's not been jackpot. He's been Joe Burrow. He's not been jackpot Joey as much. We've seen glimpses of it, but he's not been there. So to me, everything's going in the right direction. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
I think you just have a perfect storm of a coach that is trying to draw up plays that give the offensive line time to figure their stuff out. I think he's been sensitive to that. I think he's been sensitive to not necessarily protecting Joe like he did last year, because that was like our big Achilles heel at the beginning of last year, why we started so slow, because he was being so tender or ginger with him.
Right.
But I think there could be traces of that. And then you pile on the lack of real solid run game, consistent run game, and you have a perfect storm for a not so potent offense.
Right.
I think they're going to probably stop doing that, like, or we're going to gradually get out of it. Or my prediction being that this week we turn it all the way around. Like, I just,
Yeah.
I get this feeling that there's going to be something about having a homecoming game in LSU territory, with all of those fans with the EAUX, jerseys for
Right.
Joe, and
Yeah.
just remembering that time that they were champions, him and Jamar, like last. I think sounds silly, but honestly, I do think it makes a difference. I think it's probably the homecoming they need at the exact right time. I swear to God, if we lose to Andy freaking Dalton again, I will lose my shit 100%. This will not be this will not be a good day. But I don't think that happens. I think this could be like the aha moment, or that light bulb moment that kind of sparks everything, especially coming off the heels of last week where like Taylor was criticized so much, and we saw what happened when we didn't come out as aggressively. I think maybe this is when the tide shifts and we see a totally different Bengals offense starting this week.
Yeah, yesterday, like I said, I was driving up with Satori. Me and him rode up together to go to Dale's mom's funeral, and me and him were talking Bengals the whole time. And he was showing me some different clips where we talk about where Joe's not playing as good. And if you could see the screenshots that Satori was showing me, it will just frustrate you, because there's times where there's guys wide open. Joe's just not looking at him. He's trying to go deep too much. He's not taking the check down. He's not taking what they're giving him. And film study, I think they're going to see that. And I think Joe's going to get back to doing that, because that's what he did in the Jets game. That's what he did in the Miami game. He took the check downs, and then we took the deep shots. That's kind of what I think Joe's got to get to. He's got to, I know he wants to go for it all the time, which I'd always want him to do that too, take deep shots, but you got to take what the defense gives you. And like I said, next Wednesday, Satori, he's going to be on here every Wednesday, and I'll be able to break the stuff down for me, which is awesome, because I was geeking out for 2 hours driving with him as we're talking about this stuff. I'm like, you got to come on and do this, because he put it away as how I've been trying to say it, but the way he explains is way better. And if you see it on film, you can see what he's talking about. And these are all, again, it's all fixable things. This is where I keep saying it all comes down to execution. And we have to remember that, like I said, Joe's coming back from surgery, still a new offensive line. They're still working stuff out. Things are getting gradual. I'll take a lot. These losses on a slow start, not too many at the beginning of the season. So hopefully we're cooking by the time we get to the playoff run. And
it's about the record, but it's also about getting hot at the right time. And
Right.
we got hot at the right time last season. And I have faith that we not only we obviously can, but I think we will do that again this year. Just like you mentioned earlier, we're hitting a soft spot in our schedule that is, we have to take advantage of it.
Yes.
Let's just put it that way. We have to take advantage of it. So now is the time to start fixing those fixables, for sure.
Exactly. Get the comments here. Jack here says, y'all forget that Andy Dalton did a lot for the city. Same with
No, I
Lloyd.
don't.
And I don't forget it either.
I love Andy Dalton.
Yeah. To be honest, full disclosure, like I was Andy Dalton defender. Okay. Because because my thing was, okay, Andy Dalton, yes, he's not Joe Burrow. He's not a great quarterback. But who are you going to get? Like I had a guy at work this week, and I think he was serious. He's like, man, L. Collins is terrible. They needed to bench him and just get a guy at the practice squad and put him on there one. Off the practice squad? I'm like you're not serious. Yeah, they'll kickstart him. I'm like, he's on the practice squad for a reason.
Yeah, I don't entertain crazy talk like that.
But that was Andy Dalton talk that always drove me nuts. Like, we gotta get a new quarterback. I'm like, all right, who? Until I saw Joe Burrow. I'm like,
no, I love Andy Dalton. It's not. I take it as a funny thing that he happens to lose the first string quarterback a few weeks always before he comes to play us.
Right.
And so we
exactly.
were talking about that on Tiger Talk last night. Like the conspiracy theory is like he putting a like crazy amount of Pepto-Bismol in these guys' Gatorade before like Bengals week because he's
Yeah.
obsessed with us. He can't stop playing us, and he's played us
3 years in a row for 3 different
astoundingly
teams.
well.
Yeah.
Beat our asses. Beat our asses.
No, he's
It's
beat
just-
us. Yeah, it's
Yes.
it's annoying.
Yes.
And like I said, I love Andy Dalton. I think finally back to the 5-year run. I wish we would have won a playoff game, but those are fun times until we
Yeah.
lost in the playoffs.
He's a wonderful human, but bearded Andy intimidates me. He's too good. I don't like bearded Andy. I don't like playing him. So we'll see. But no, I think this week we get it back on track for the offense. So
Yeah, exactly.
book it.
Like Sissy James says here, he said, "I hope Dalton throws 10 interceptions." Doesn't mean I don't like him because he's great, but he's the opposite team this week. I was like, yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, if my mom was out there in that quarterback uniform throwing, yeah.
Went would
I want
run
her.
over your mom for the Bengals to win. All right, that's how down she is.
If you got the other uniform on, you're fair game. Nothing personal.
So I got a question. So you're going to go down there, and I'm curious about this. Is how many? I know they're going to be Saints fans. They're already rooting for the Saints, but how many LSU jerseys are we going to see? You know that.
Ooh.
That's what I'm curious about. Is how many Joe Burrow, how many Jamar Chases? You know, how many?
A lot.
Yeah, how many
Yeah,
we're
there'll
gonna
be
see?
a lot of yellow and purple in that
Mhm.
in that stadium that day.
That'll
for
be
sure.
it'll be interesting because Joe be it's just like for me as a Bearcat fan when Bob Huggins came back to coach West Virginia, we were like, yeah, all right, cheer him on, and then all right, we're ready to kick your ass. So I think that's the way the Saints fans are going to be too. So, but it's going to be interesting to see the reaction to him because I mean, look, that's the stadium that they won the national championship in. That's where it happened.
Yeah.
So
Do you not think, like, for a second, like, here's the thing. I know it's an intangible, silly thing, but I'm going to go back to it. You get Joe Burrow lined up in that tunnel like he was coming out for that game, and here's some of that crowd, not only the Bengals fans that travel or that are there, but then the other half of the fans that are from Louisiana that he's a king for,
right?
and all that. But he lines up in that same tunnel where the last time he did, he was winning a championship and setting crazy records. Like, does that not have some kind of impact on your game and your mentality going into your game? It does. I think Joe's so mental anyways, like, yeah. I want a camera on him as he comes out of that tunnel.
Oh, that would be so cool. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Paul here says JPJ9 needs to take what he wants now, not what they give him. Well, that's easy. That's easier said than done. If you look at what I'm talking about, everybody's double covered, and Tyler Boyd is literally wide open with nobody around him. You're gonna throw it there. You don't throw it double coverage. So sometimes you have to throw it to where it's schemed to be, and so that's not always. You can't just throw the ball up. Yeah, I know his famous word is "Evan Jamar's down there somewhere." That doesn't always work. So you gotta take the check downs to work, to get them to suck in, to get the linebackers to come in to try to take those away. That opens up the deep ball. That's how football works.
Yeah, and he knows that. He'll get there. I think it's more. I think there's just more elements to it that's factored into what we've been seeing on the field with him than just him not seeing stuff. But we're gonna get it back this Sunday, guys. I'm telling you.
We got to get it back. And I say, all right, I got a question for you. Do you think? I hate saying this, but I said this going into the Jets game. It's a must win. And I think it's a must win. We can't go 2-4. We gotta be 3-3. We gotta be. Are you there yet? I mean, look, if we lose this game, Who Dey Nation is going to lose their ever loving mind. You think this week has been bad on Twitter? If we lose, holy, I might just get off Twitter for a week and just leave it alone.
I mean, if we lose this week, I'm just blaming bearded Andy Dalton, so at least I have a scapegoat. But no, if I'm being honest, I think it's a very critical win, and I think it's very important win, very important game. But I wouldn't say it's a must win. It's not like if we lose this game, I think our season's tanked, and that's what I would consider like a must win, probably. But it's an extremely important one, and we all know it. We
That's
all
probably
know
a
it.
better way. That's probably a better way to put it. It's extremely important. It ain't going to
Yeah.
end the season, but it really ain't going to help a whole heck of a lot if we lose this.
No, because then
So-
we start digging holes for ourselves. It gets
Yeah.
very, very
And-
difficult to get out of.
And like I said,
Yeah.
we already got a hole as far as the division goes. We got two divisional losses, which that comes down to tiebreakers. So those are big. Chris here says, "I'm telling you, a train doesn't start at full speed, but you can't stop it once it's going. This Bengals train is going all the way, baby, hootie!" Exactly.
I like that,
agree
Chris.
with-
I like that analogy. Yes.
Like, and this is what was funny is like, and I tweeted this out when we were 0-2. I said, if you weren't with us when we were 25-3-1 or whatever the hell Zach Taylor's record was for last year, and you're not with us when we're 0-2, don't be with us when we go to the Super Bowl. Well, apparently Baltimore fans found that and quote tweeted me. I'm like, man, you guys been hanging on to this thing. But I'm serious though. Like, if you're not here with us now, and you're jumping off and all this stuff, hey, don't jump
Yeah.
back on.
Yeah. We have a lot of new fans too, because of Joe Burrow and company
Yeah.
and Jamar and
Well,
stuff. So
We went through the 90s.
we
we were fans in the 90s, so yeah, we know what a sucky football. That's what drives me nuts. Some of the guys that work today are like, "Oh, the Bengals suck." I'm like, how do they suck? They lost by 2 points. Like every
Yeah.
game they lost is by a last-second field goal. Like, they don't suck. They're just not playing to their potential. I'm like, that
Yeah.
doesn't mean they suck. Like, I get so.
people get in their feelings. They get really
God.
emotional about it. Like, chill out. It's fine. Like, diagnose what's really going on and then fix it. Like,
So, like, crotchety old men. I mean, I'm a crotchety old man, but I'm not like that, I guess. At least I try not to be.
yeah.
So, all right. So, Whit, you're going down Friday. What is the plan for Whit Friday night? You guys got any cool stuff you're going to do? Or
Me and my girlfriend we've never been to New Orleans. So, by the way, everybody in the chat and anybody who watches this, I am open to any and all suggestions. I've been feverishly trying to figure out what to do. That city has, like, I don't know, a million options for food, especially. Like, I plan, like, it's not a successful trip if I don't gain like 10 pounds while I'm there for the weekend. That's how I'm measuring my success this weekend.
there you go.
I'm gonna die of eating beignets and like gumbo and all that kind of stuff, but and seafood. Oh geez. And so we're going out to dinner Friday night and then trying to find some live music. Jazz and blues is like kind of my jam. So we're, I think, gonna hit Frenchman Street and then
Well,
rinse
while
and
you're-
repeat Saturday. Be tourists on Saturday.
there you go. Well, while you're doing that and you're at the game Sunday, we are going to be at RJ Cinemas again this Sunday.
Ooh.
So if you guys are interested in the area, we had an absolute blast 2 weeks ago when we did it. So we will be at RJ Cinemas again. We'll have beer, food, wings, all kinds of stuff. Bengals game, watch the Bengals win in a movie theater. It's going to be awesome. Now, what do you guys got coming up on the Morning Proud? Because I know you had Pac-Man on this past Sunday, which good
We
get, by the way.
did.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I was pretty proud of that. Yeah, so he was great. And he's spoiler alert, gonna come back another week, but I'm not gonna tell you which week it is. But let me just tell you now, it's hint. It is perfect. So yeah, he's gonna come back this Sunday. Though I'm gonna be in New Orleans as we talked about, so I am taking the week off, and Tyler is gonna be with his brother
Uh-oh.
Mitch, which has not been announced yet, but apparently
Wait. Did I just get breaking news?
You did.
Woo! You just heard it here first on the Strawberry Ice Show.
Yes, and special guest Shane Graham.
All right. Shane's a great dude. I've had him on the
Yeah.
show a couple times. He's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Derek here says you got to go to the Crawfish Bowl. somewhere.
Royal, yeah. Yeah.
Or you gotta hit up a Crawfish Bowl. So okay, sorry. I thought it was a restaurant.
Yeah.
No, it's an actual. See, that's my problem with going to New Orleans. I don't do seafood. I don't even eat fish. I don't eat like going to Long John Silver's, so unless
Yeah, but that's okay. They've got a lot of good like French stuff, and they've got like a lot. I mean, they've got all the American stuff, and then they've got all the Creole stuff. They got bomb fried chicken. I mean, who doesn't? Who's not into that?
Now that chicken,
Yeah,
chicken's
yeah.
good.
They got all
So
kinds of stuff.
What's the thing? I think they used to have it at Bennigan's. That's a big New Orleans thing. It was a
Jambalaya?
no, it was a big fried thing. Damn, I can't remember. I used to get it. I can't think of it now. I used to get it all the time. I think they have some version of that in New Orleans that they're that they're good known for. But I can't think of what it is. If everybody in the chat knows what the hell I'm talking about, let me know.
I
can't
don't know,
remember.
but I'm just there for Bengals and beignets. That's all I know.
Beignet, yeah, beignet. That's it. The beignet. That's what you said it right there. There you go. What exactly? What? Yeah, thanks, James. Sorry, he said it
Yeah,
right there.
James got it too.
He said it twice.
Yeah.
I can feel James yelling at me through the screen. Look, I typed it in already.
Beignets.
All right. So what is in a beignet?
I don't know. I'm just excited to find out.
Yeah, I heard that all the time. I thought it was something like, what was that, Bennigan's, but I'm not sure because it looks like it, but I don't know what's in it. It's probably seafood. See.
Yeah. I don't know. I know that Chart House, I used to go to Chart House a lot for their happy hours back in the day, the one right there on the river in Newport, and they had tiger shrimp beignets, and they were my favorite thing, and I couldn't get them to keep them on the menu, but
well, that's because you're always there eating them.
I know.
Oh God, here comes Whit again, huh? We gotta go get another truckload.
They just like would push my plate out like here there. Shut her up about the tiger shrimp beignet. Oh yeah, Greg, Po' Boys, like home of the Po' Boys. I gotta have one of those.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 10 pounds.
You need to get a filleted Dalton, is what One Nation said.
I'm good. I gotta save room for the other stuff. That's all.
All right. B says beignet is pretty much a fried donut. Oh, snap! Sign me up for that. A fat guy like that. I'll take a fried donut.
Yeah, don't they have savory ones though too? But that's the beignets I'm after, is the dessert beignets, like the sweet ones.
Oh, I don't know. Dude, you know what's funny is talking about donuts. I'm a big Krispy Kreme guy. Like when they had the light on, me and my wife were like, "Oh,
I'll tear up some Krispy Kreme."
Oh, dude, the lights on, they're nice and warm. I'm down. We gotta go. We gotta hit that up.
Okay, seriously, Jeff. My dinner is like literally waiting in the kitchen, and I'm just here talking to you. My stomach just started growling. We have got to change the subject. I'm about to slam this laptop down and be like,
screw it. I'm gonna eat right now, right in front of you guys. Forget it.
I mean, I stuff my face with ice cream on Tiger Stock all the time. I don't know why.
Where is the Whitdelicious? Has it not come out yet?
Shut up about Whitdelicious.
It's Dale's fault. He started it.
I will 100% punch you and Dale next time I see both of you guys.
So all right, so Sunday, where are you tailgating at? Do you have a specific tailgate you're going to, or are you just going to walk around?
So I'm going to walk around for sure, but the one I know I'm planning on hitting is Bengal Trailer.
Yeah.
So hopefully y'all, like whoever's coming to New Orleans, y'all hit the trailer too, Bengal Trailer. I know there's a few posts about it on Twitter, so you can find where it's at, and there's a map. That's where I'm going to try to make my way down.
Sounds cool. I hit them up there because him and Jim did something together last year for the Tennessee playoff game, and that was a good time because I never even knew who Bengal Trailer was until last year. So they were a lot of fun. They got the big field goal post and everything. So it's really cool. Like I said, I'll be like, Greg is like geeking out. He's very excited about the theater.
Yeah. I just think it's so ironic that you chose a place that I worked when I was like a teenager. And
I know. Like, trust me, it don't look anything.
I want to be there for it.
It don't look anything like it did when it was, what was a Super Saver or whatever? Or
yeah.
Super Saver, yeah. Yeah, it don't look like that. I know what Super Savers look like. It don't look nothing like that anymore.
Oh, I know. I can see your pics. Yeah, that's awesome.
Totally different.
All right, y'all go there and make me jealous. Go hang out with Jeff and make me jealous.
Exactly. We'll do some live videos for you or something. Okay, all right, Whit, you've been on for about a half hour. Appreciate it. I know you're hungry. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. So tell everybody about Tiger Stock, all your stuff real quick before I let you go.
Yeah, so follow us on Tigers Talk Pod on Twitter. It's the only all-female podcast for the Cincinnati Bengals. We air weekly now simply because it's full regular season. Also on Sunday mornings, if you are trying to wake up and get your day started on game day Sunday mornings at 9 a.m., I'm on with Tyler Meinerding on The Morning Prowl, which you can also find us on Twitter. TikTok Tyler. And never done TikTok, Whitney. On The Morning Prowl, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. live.
I'm talk shit Iceman on TikTok. That's all I do. It's just fun. Anyway. All right, Whit, as always, I appreciate you. Bring home a winner and have an absolute blast. I want pictures, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, see you, Whit. Who day?
Bye, guys.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. What's a fun guest to have on the show. Make sure you check out The Morning Prowl. Check out Tigers Talk and everything they got going on there. So anyway, like I said, we got, I think, a big game. Like I said, I don't want to say that it's a must win, but it's close because I'll put it to you this way. It's a must win for Who Dey Nation's mental stability. Because this week on Twitter, it's getting a little better, but you all have been freaking nuts. so for Who Dey Nation, God, and for my mental stability, I hope we go drop 40 on New Orleans and blow them out and everybody just calm down because it's been crazy week. So I'm worried. I'll put it this way. We got a run game going last week. Now, New Orleans has a really good run defense. It's going to be a good test to see if what they figured out last week, if they can sustain it and it can progress and get better, because you finally found something that works, like, all right, this is working. Now, that's your jumping off point. You got to keep moving up from there. That's where this team, like the offensive line, once we got to the Jets game, okay, that's the best game the offensive line played. That's your starting point. And they've gotten better and better and better. I know I went off on La'el Collins about missing the block for the shovel pass, but really other than that, actually La'el Collins graded that really well and played very well. So it's a slow process of what we're trying to figure out here. So we can go drop 40 on them. Will we? I don't know. We should win this game. I think it's, I hate to say, I know I'm going a lot because I'm just like, I don't know how this is going to go. Because this could be the Detroit Lions game last year. Remember, we kind of struggled a little bit before the Lions game, and then we just blew them out. This is setting up perfectly for that again. And I know we're going to keep, people are like, well, quit comparing stuff to last year. Well, that's the only reference we have, recent reference, And the season so far is lining up a lot like last year did. I know we're 2-3 instead of 3-2. But everything is lining up again. It's lining up for this is an easy stretch where the Bengals can hopefully go roll off like 4 wins in a row, and we can get going, rolling into the break like we did last year. It started with the Detroit Lion game. So these are just things that it just keeps lining up for the same thing to happen. Now, will it happen? Now, the Bengals have to go out there, just like Joe said on the Cowherd podcast. Look, it's not play calling, it's execution. I mean, Joe's even saying it. If you go back and you watch the tape, and trust me, I was in the car for Centauri for 2 hours, and the man can break down film. It's execution is the problem. It's not the play call. The play calls are fine. The guys are actually open more than you think they are. And it's not about, and everybody needs, we got to take the big bomb. We got to take the shots. You just need to keep moving the ball forward. Yes, I want a big bomb. Yes, I would like taking the big shots. But I'll take a 5-yard. I'll take a 7-yard. As long as you keep moving the ball, as long as you keep moving the chains, that's all that really matters. And you keep doing that. Eventually, they're going to get sick of it, and they're going to suck in and try to take that away from you. Then you go deep. The shotgun, the run game for the shotgun was starting to work. So there were things that were working against Baltimore. Plays that worked that Joe just didn't see. And that's the thing where Joe's got to start playing better. And I love Jackpot, but he's still hasn't up there to where he was last year, and a lot of that could be, I really do think a lot of it was the appendectomy. He physically wasn't there. He got sacked a ton at the beginning. I don't think he expected to get sacked that much, So that's where I'm thinking we're in the right direction. So anyway, next Wednesday, Centauri's going to be on here, and we're going to do the weekly thing where he's going to break down the film for me on the show. And like I said, I'm not even kidding. I mean, it was a 2-hour car ride. It seemed like it was 20 minutes. If you like film study and coaches speak and all that stuff, it was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed the car ride going up to Portsmouth there. So that's going to be a new weekly thing that we're going to be doing. So Cap's on Monday, Dale's on Tuesday, Centauri's going to be on Wednesday, and I got to figure out Thursday and Friday. But that's where I'm like, if you could break it down and look at it, it's not as bad as you think it is. The plays are there. The execution isn't there. Joe missed them. Joe missed a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of plays that are out there. So anyway, that's where we're at. So Wednesday's going to be fun. Sunday's going to be fun at RJ Cinema. I can't preface this enough of how much this city, this team in general, I don't know the players so much, but I know the fan base and maybe their confidence need them to go out and ball out and drop like 40 on them. Will they? I don't know. Should they? Yes, they should. But again, the key for me is seeing how this run game that they figured something out Sunday, how this works against what the Saints do, because the Saints have a good run defense. So we will find out. Anyway, let's see here. Yes, hit your check downs. You're right. I agree with that. Centauri is breakdown on SWS. Yes. And any doubles, Chase and Boyd leave Higgins on an island, then bomb. Yeah, well, the problem is T didn't play. That was one of the problems. T didn't play. That was a very, well, you can sit there and say, well, you got to scheme around that. But if you know the guy's not going to play, like a couple of days before, the week before, it's different than, oh, crap, game. He went out for a couple plays, and he can't play. So you got a whole bunch of plays that you had set up for T. Higgins. Now you got Michael Thomas trying to run it. It ain't the same. So that's where, we all said we would like to have gotten, a fourth wide receiver, but they didn't do it. But it was still a winnable game. It was still there. Like I said, we were only lost by a field goal. And I hate to say this too. I'm not blaming the defense. Defense has played great. But can you make one more stop? One more crucial stop in these 3 losses and their 3 wins. So, again, it's multiple things. That's all I'm saying. I think we're going to get straightened out Sunday. We'll find out. All right. Let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And as always, I appreciate every single one of them. They are Who Dey Nation, Who Dey Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar. And then you follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trenopole. TikTok is at Iceman90. I am almost to 2,000 subscribers. I'm literally less than 100 away from 2,000 subscribers. I'm less than 100 shows from 1,000. Like, I didn't do anything for my 100 because I don't even know when that was. But I'm here, I don't know, the next couple weeks, I'll be hitting my 1,000th show. I'm going to have a celebration. To do 1,000 of these, I think it's a pretty good accomplishment. And I thank every single one of you guys, because like I said, if you guys don't watch, I know you hear it all the time, but you don't watch, you don't pay attention, then I'm not doing almost 1,000 shows. Then I'm not at almost 2,000 subscribers. So I appreciate everybody who's at, all the guests have been on my show, everybody who's contributed, the Bengals players, Emily Parker, Ted Karras, all these people who've been on my show. So I appreciate that. For me to be very close to almost 2,000 subscribers and very close to doing 1,000 shows is awesome. I mean, it is. Honestly, I've met so many people, great people doing this. It was serious. I kind of went off of how bad Twitter is this week, but Twitter's been awesome for me. I've met so many cool people from Twitter, so many cool Bengals fans, and I appreciate every single one of them. I like everybody. I want to like everybody. I don't have any beef with anybody. We're all Bengals fans. We just gotta be Bengals fans and quit worrying about all this other stuff. We're in a bomb shelter together. Where the Bengals aren't playing that good. There's infighting between the fan base. We just need to forget all that. Concentrate. Let the Bengals go win, and let's have some fun. Support the Bengals. Support your fans. Like I said, there's a lot of awesome Bengals fans on Twitter. A lot of awesome followers. Like I said, I've met some of my best friends on Twitter right now, which I would have never thought that would happen 20 years ago when Twitter happened or whatever, or 10 years ago or whatever it was. Anyway, long speech, but again, I appreciate all you guys. Guys, I'm at 1,906 subscribers. Tomorrow, who do I have on tomorrow? I can't remember who I have on tomorrow. Oh, let me see here real quick. This is live TV. I have Getting old here. Forget who I have on. There's all Bridget's on the show. Yeah, Bridget's on tomorrow. So that's cool. So I have, so that's kind of funny actually, because Dale thought the picture of Whitney, he thought it was Bridget. So I had Whit today. I got Bridget tomorrow. So that would be awesome. She is from the #1 Bengals podcast, the one with the puppets. So it's going to be a lot of fun with Bridget. We're going to talk Bengals. We're going to talk Saints. It's going to be fun. We're going to get this dub. I'm not worried. We'll see. Anyway, other than that, say it with me, people. That's just sports, baby. See ya! Let's go. In the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. Day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, dripping heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin', who that? Time to put your hands up. Bengal stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati, jungle fitted. Blue day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounds, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. All day when